Business is a family affair. Well, at least most of the time, and that's certainly the case for today's man of the hour. We live in an era of truly incredible wealth and vast inequality between the richest billionaires and everyday middle-class people. The 25 richest families in the world have a combined net worth of $1.1 trillion. The Lauder family is the 24th wealthiest family in the world with a combined $24.3 billion net worth. Estée Lauder started the family business in 1947 when she received her first major order for $800 worth of skincare products from Saks Fifth Avenue. Today, the family business includes 30 different brands of makeup, including Clinique and MAC, and generates $12 billion in revenue. He had spent 3 decades running his family's publicly traded cosmetics giant, Estée Lauder. He created the company's first R&D laboratory and started acquiring brands like MAC, Bobbi Brown, and Aveda in the mid-1990s. Leonard stepped down as CEO in 1999 but remains as chairman. He is known around the company as Chief Teaching Officer. Well, as you might guess it, today, we're going to be talking about Leonard Lauder and just how he made his billions.
Let's get down to business.
I didn't get here by dreaming or thinking about it. I got here by doing it, once said Leonard Lauder. Born Leonard Allen Lauder on the 19th of March, 1933 in New York City to parents Joseph and Estée Lauder. According to some news reports and biographies are written on Leonard's life, he helped his mother as she founded what was to be the great Estée Lauder companies out of their kitchen. Fast forward to a few decades later, Estée Lauder has become one of the most prominent and most well-loved beauty and skincare brands across the globe. And it's certainly one of the most affluent too. Leonard and his younger brother, Ronald, are the sole heirs to the Estée Lauder companies. As of the 26th of July, 2020, Leonard was estimated to have a net worth of roughly $17.4 billion, which made him the 76th richest person in the whole world. But how exactly did the Lauder family come upon their immense fortune? And how has the Estée Lauder companies progressed over the years? And how has Leonard contributed to his family's business? Having established who the members of the Lauder family are and what they are most known for, let's take a closer look at our man of the hour. Leonard is a graduate of the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania, and he also studied at the Columbia University's Graduate School of Business. Naturally, you would assume that his next course of action would have been to be a part of the business that his mom had set up, but he actually went on to serve in the US Navy as a lieutenant, and later on, a Navy reservist. It was only in 1958, when he was 25 years old, that Leonard formally joined Estée Lauder. Young as he was at the time, Leonard realized the potential of Estée Lauder to become one of the most powerful beauty brands in the world. So, he worked hard on the company and focused on growing the business. He also built the company's research and development laboratory, which was what the company used to innovate its strategies and product lines. He was considered to be an industry pioneer and one of the most innovative minds in the business. With irony, we can look back at one of his lesser-known quotes. "If tomorrow all of America were to become paternalistic, we would beat the Japanese every day of the week." I think that the concept of accusing someone of running a paternalistic company, that's not an accusation. One should compliment someone on that. Leonard served as the president of the company from the years 1972 to 1995, its CEO from the years 1982 to 1999, its chairman from 1995 to 2009, and finally, its chairman emeritus. Throughout the years, the company was able to acquire major beauty brands like Bobbi Brown, MAC Cosmetics, Smashbox, and renowned fragrance house Jo Malone. Imagine, Leonard Lauder was able to lead the company to grow from a small, kitchen brand that just had 8 products to a globally recognized beauty conglomerate celebrated by the stars and elites of the world. In 1999, he stepped down as the company's chief executive officer, and in 2012, he sold his mother and wife's jewelry, which earned an accumulated sale of $22 million. Leonard is also known for following in his mother's footsteps with a personal touch. "I'd seen how my mother made a point of establishing personal relationships. I followed her example in my own way. If sales were good, I'd enclose a handwritten note of congratulations to the beauty advisor along with the commission check. As time went on, I made a habit of writing once a year to everyone who worked behind the counter, expressing my recognition of and gratitude for their hard work. I'd write individual notes, not 'Dear everyone' form letters, and I'd sign each one. Back in 2001, Leonard Lauder also gained notoriety for coining the term, the lipstick index, which indicated the boost in sales of cosmetic products during the recession in the early 2000s. Lauder boldly claimed that the sale of lipsticks could indicate how well the economy is performing, as the increase in the purchase of lipsticks could mean that the economy is not doing too well. Lauder claimed that women would tend to purchase cosmetics, in this case, lipsticks, as substitutes for more expensive items like dresses and shoes during times that money was hard to come by. However, this economic indicator was debunked during the following recessions, when they found that sales rose and fell the same way that the economy did. However, it was probably quite interesting to think about at the time. Apart from his work as a businessman, Leonard Lauder is known to be a patron of the arts, and he collects pieces from some of the world's most praised and beloved collections. I guess it would come as no surprise Leonard began collecting Art Deco postcards when he was only 6 years old. He enjoys work by Cubist masters like Picasso, Braque, Gris, and Leger, and he is also known to collect art by Klimt. He has acquired pieces from collections by Gertrude Stein, Raoul Laroche, and Douglas Cooper. Now, you know how I said that he collected postcards. Well, it turns out the hobby stuck with him as he grew older. During the fall of 2012, the Museum of Fine Arts in Boston launched an exhibition of 700 of his postcards, which is but a small part of his promised 120,000 postcards to the museum. The exhibition was called The Postcard Age, Selections from the Leonard A. Lauder Collection. Lauder is also a well-known philanthropist. He has been a major benefactor of the Whitney Museum of Art, and he and his late wife, Evelyn, have hosted many of the museum's exhibitions. He has also supported the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York City. Apart from his love for the arts, Leonard Lauder has funded quite a few social causes. He is the co-founder and chairman of the Alzheimer's Drug Discovery Foundation, a part of the Council on Foreign Relations, a trustee of the Aspen Institute, and chairman of the Aspen Institute International Committee. He also helped create the Evelyn H. Lauder Breast Center at Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center in New York City and the Breast Cancer Research Foundation, in honor of Evelyn. The Lauder couple has spent the pandemic in Mrs. Lauder's house in Maine and their apartment in Manhattan, where he took a phone call to discuss why he will never give up on the city, which provides the backdrop for his new memoir, The Company I Keep. In New York, you have the cross-section of everyone, not the same people again and again and again and again, he said. You have to remember that the people who are still here, and there are millions of people still here, these people truly love New York. The book is also a glimpse into the internationalization of the beauty industry. In the book, we meet many of the luxury stores in the United States, from Saks Fifth Avenue to Neiman Marcus, Bloomingdale's Nordstrom JWN, and many more, and also stores on the international scene including Germany's Car de Wie, United Kingdom's Harrods, as well as stores in China, Japan, and other countries. His book is pure Leonard. It tells about his mother, Estee, who started the company the year he was born. He describes his first wife Evelyn, and his second wife Judy. His admiration, love, and attention to family are well narrated in words and pictures. As a matter of fact, you meet the whole family as you turn the pages, including his parents, his brother Ronald, and his sons Gary and William. I would highly recommend it for anyone interested in hearing more about Leonard's and his family's sensational story. Sometimes, billionaires can be some of the most down-to-earth people you could ever meet. No, really, I know we may tend to think of them as untouchable beings who are far beyond our reach, but that is certainly not the case for all of them. But wait, how exactly did Mackenzie Scott come upon her vast fortune? That's exactly what we're going to be talking about in the video on your screens now.